Today we are going to make a sweater from a blanket out of this hypnotic looking clock blanket. I've done this before, like not this exact blanket, but I have made a blanket into a sweater before. The ferret sweater. I made that one last year and it honestly was my favorite project from last year. It was so fun to make. It was kind of like low-key effortless too, because it's like I don't really have to do a lot of pattern making. And I don't know, it was just fun to see the project finished. So I'm gonna do it again. And this one is for my partner. He picked up this blanket. It's very like not in the best shape, so I don't feel bad tearing up this blanket. And then we have like a rough looking sweater we found at the thrift store as well, so yes. If you're new here, I'm Montana. I film my daily life, all things fashion and business. Welcome back if you're not new here. My first step that I'm going to do is actually seam rip this sweater. We're basically Frankensteining both of these together to be a new outfit, a new sweater, a new whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna seam rip this off camera. I'm just gonna take the arms off and the hood off. I was debating on taking the pocket off and doing a different pocket, but it's gonna be more effort because I have to I don't know, it's just not worth my time. So I didn't realize I'd be done that so fast. It was so quick to seam rip. Hell yeah, we love that. Although the fabric is so old, I didn't even think about it. It's kind of low-key not deteriorating. I don't know, it's just so old that it's kind of fragile. So when taking off the hood, I accidentally ripped it. But I'm thinking like when I use this base, maybe because there is like the branding here, so maybe I could, depending on how much fabric is left from this blanket, I could do a little patch here instead, because it's not that bad, it's just a little rip. Or if I really want to, I could just stitch it together. Not the end of the world. The next step is pretty simple. It's kind of what I like about this project. We are going to basically take the pattern. This is how you can make patterns easily too, just from your own clothes. And trace it. If you're tracing like things with scrunching, oh, sorry, looks like it's been resewn. But when you're tracing things with scrunching, make sure you stretch it out so you know like what the sizing actually was before the elastic was in it. Yeah, I definitely recommend this as a like beginner project, mainly because like you're taking apart another garment possibly, and you can kind of see how it was constructed, how the pattern lays, and it's just fun and you get a cute little outfit after. So definitely an easy beginner project. Cut out the front and back, and as you can tell probably from my previous clips, I actually don't have a lot of blanket left. I thought the blanket was bigger than it actually was, which is unfortunate. So I did have to use like parts of the blanket, which was really like torn up, like as you can tell, but I think it doesn't look bad. It just gives like a little grunge vibe, I guess. Because the sweater itself, this is the front, we're not going to be using that obviously, but the sweater itself is like very like worn down and there's little holes. So I think it will just, you know, it will look fine. It will look like it's meant to look like that. And like I'm not worried that this is going to fall apart and do whatever, like it's a vibe. I still need to cut out the hoodie. And then the pocket. We'll see what I have for fabric. Maybe the pocket will have to be like a different fabric because the inside of the hood is going to be a different color fabric too. So I could match it in that sense. But there's still like, this is like how much I have left. Still a bit, but we'll see. Trying to utilize as much as I can. Alright, pieces are cut out. And we're definitely not making another sweater because I didn't realize how big the blanket was. This is actually how much we have left of the blanket. And I'm actually relieved that there's not that much, like many like weird big shapes that I can't really use. That's great. I love when I use the majority of the fabric, and I'll either use this for patching up on the sweater or just hold on to it like if I wanted to make a bag from leftover blankets or whatever. But for the other part of the hoodie, I will just have to hold on to it until I find like a fabric that is good for a sweater. I don't think I really have anything right now. I have a nice, I do have a nice blanket that I've been holding on to that could match, but I want to use that for something else, so we'll just hold on to this for now. The next step would be probably overlocking the edges. Of course, this is going to fray like a so we want to make sure it doesn't do that. I'm pretty sure my serger was being annoying last time I used it, and I haven't got it fixed since. I need to take my machines and get them serviced, maintenance, and fixed up so they last forever, but I think it'll be fine enough for this. I just want to eliminate as much fraying as possible. So overlocking, first step, and then really we just start sewing it together. It's that simple. I love it. I'm excited. Alright, I lied. We're not gonna serge first. I think last time when I made the sweater, I sewed the seams first and then I serged the edges together, and then I folded them down to lay flat and sewed another seam. And I'm gonna do that again because it looked really clean and nice. However, I did go through and serged like the pockets because I'm not gonna do a double fold because it's super thick, so I'll just fold it down. And I don't know if I should serge the hood. Ooh, I probably should. Actually, I need to pick out what kind of fabric I want to use for this. So please don't shake me. We are nearly finished, honestly. I have the front and back sewn on. It's quite big on me just because I'm small. Hopefully it fits in nicer. Yeah, I think it's good. There's like obviously like, maybe not on this side, but on the back it's falling apart. And I might go back through and just like fix up little imperfections, but yeah, it's looking cool. It's fun. Okay, so yeah, I'll serge the seams and then sew the seams down. That's the next step. Wake me when the dirt starts to shake. The end is in the wake. It's not your fault. You're just a sound. It's not your fault. I am finished. How exciting. It's still like very ratty looking, I guess, but I'm told he likes it that way. So depending on if it looks like it's actually going to be falling apart, then I'll fix it, but Toby likes it. And I mean, it's not bad. I hope it doesn't like slowly start to unthread itself. I made this in a day. I started it today and then I finished it today, and that's a record for me because I don't do that. I always just stop and then, but normally I stop because my my sewing machine like stacked up and I'm just like, my patience is so low, I'm like, I'm done. But I'll probably get some shots of him probably wearing it. It probably looks like a dress on me, so it's probably not that nice, but okay, it's actually the next day, but I forgot to say goodbye, and I also put it on myself because why not? It's obviously bigger on me, but oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. And maybe eventually I'll go back through it and like fix up some of these like areas where it's falling apart. This part actually kind of looks like a star. Like imagine just putting like a little patch on it that looks like a star. That would look cute. I'm sure it's gonna start looking worse, so if it does, I'll just take it back from him and like fix it up, but anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you in another one. Bye.